So we're going to talk about the real reason you're circumcised. I'm probably going to add to this video and expand it. So the reason you're hemel is how the ancient Egyptians were conquered and circumcised. In Genesis 17:7, the circumcision establishes a contract with you being circumcised. The Genesis 17:10 contract kept with certain descendants. The only way not to be completely influenced by Yod-Vave is to have the Shemo of Aya. And even then, you can still be influenced. And if you mislead someone and moff at them, you become a legion. And once you're a legion, you'll probably get a cross tattoo. Like Otzi. And Otzi, the reason we talk about oats here is if you look at Genesis 4:15, where in one of my videos I discuss this more in depth, where Cain is considered an Ish, and he had a oat tattoo. And I have more videos on oats, and I'll be making more videos on oats for you. And the real reason you'd get this oat is because next you would be castrated and or fixed and cut off nikrot. So, and there's plenty of different, in the Torah, they talk about there's plenty of different ways of getting cut off in the Torah. However, there is, and I'm being very specific about this, there's cut off from the presence of Yod-Vave. So if I've made a program where my descendants, you're cut off from their presence, and then I define what that is, and most of the time it involves somebody getting castrated. You get cut off from the presence. Gone. Now, how do you actually complete Leviticus 22:3? There's a bunch of stuff, and you're not going to just instantly know how to do it unless you're connected and are a descendant of the one who created the cutting off process. So, you have to know Ivri, and you have to have anointing oil made to the specifications of Exodus 30. And you also have to have the special tzitzit with a tekelet color. So I recommend getting sky blue, aquamarine, regular blue, and a bunch of other colors to make tzitzit. Now you can learn how to make tzitzit online. However, it's very specific on how you do it. It has to be on the four corners. Next, you're going to need 2 or 3 people that are actually going to try to do this with you. So you would have to look at Matthew 18:16, where it talks about this. Deuteronomy 19:15, you need 2 or more to establish this contract. And then also, or to make something kadosh in a shemo of what is discussed in Leviticus 23. Now, John 14:13, you make the request in Ivri, in the shemo of Yeshua. So there's a bunch of stuff just to be able to get Leviticus 23 up and operational. Now, if you've got like coins and stuff like that, and you try to do this with coins, you gotta realize there's molten images, and you can't do that. It would have to be something like a stone, or a that's unhewn, that somebody hasn't swung a bunch of tools on and just plowed into the soil. Anyways, the reason why you would be completely influenced by Yod-Vave, it's described and talked about in the Gospel of Thomas video, 23:18. If you're concerned and wanting to know about that. However, this is like the real reason you are circumcised. And the mass necrot's not supposed to happen until there's the majority has spread, and then they're replacing necrot. However, you can't be necrot if if you don't have the ode or tattoo, or if you don't recognize yourself as niche. That's why you see like a lot of Irish people that there's Irish-ish or British, Scottish, all this ish or ish being repeated is getting people geared for saying their ish or ish with regards to Leviticus 23 to be cut off from the presence. And most of the time that involves like getting castrated. Or should I say Serus or Saris?